Dave Cumberledge, probably one of the kindest, most generous men I've ever known.
Dave was a man of great faith.
A true gentleman. Probably a lot of people would be surprised to know that Dave had a very unique sense of humor, always made you smile.
Dave is a man who I strive to be like. He is a man who knows who he was.
I think most people that know Dave would know how much he did give to our community and how dedicated he was to the organizations that he was involved in, particularly the Rotary Foundation. Dave worked tirelessly and raised, I don't even know how much money, tens of thousands of dollars for the foundation.
He was a prior member of the board of directors at the Greene County Memorial Hospital. He was very active in the First Baptist Church in Waynesburg. He spent a lot of time giving his talents to the church, whether it be through business or finances or through gardening as well. He did a lot of things, volunteering.
When Dave came calling, you usually were going to get into your pocketbook, but it was always for the good. But he would come and say, hey, if you give this, I have an anonymous donor who is willing to match that. Well, most of us knew when Dave came calling, the anonymous donor was he.
He did. He had the Cumberledge compound. He grew up or lived at one point in the house. It was actually 1050 and a half East High Street, and they lived there. And when he was a child, and as he grew older and became successful in business and was able to, purchase homes, he purchased that house back, and he purchased the house at 1050 East High Street in addition to 1050 and a half, and he also purchased the other adjacent lots, so he commonly referred to it as the Cumberledge compound.
So every Monday for somewhere around 25 years, I ate lunch with Dave and got to know him, and we became very good friends. At times I viewed Dave as a bit of a mentor. He would, I would ask him for advice. He would help me with things. Someone I always knew that I could ask, and he would give me, a good answer. A lot of friends got calls from Dave towards the end, so to speak. John happened to be one of those people. John was having some medical issues at the time, nothing as serious certainly as Dave was going through. But the conversation that Dave had with John was all about how John was doing, not anything about what Dave was going through. That is the man that Dave Cumberledge was, always concerned about someone else.
One of the things he wrote to me was that I was the wind beneath his wings. And that meant a lot to me, that somebody that I respected so much felt that about me in return. It was very emotional.